A man was sentenced today to more than 20 years in prison for carjacking and a crash that killed a Louisville teenager.
WDRB's Darby Bean was there for the emotional moments in court that the girl's family says they've waited for years. Darby?
Well, there are no cameras allowed inside federal court, but I will tell you, sitting inside the courtroom today, there was hardly a dry eye in the room as Madeline Trout's mother and her brother gave their victim impact statements. Those are the statements where they talk about what Madeline has meant to them and what the loss has meant to them. And there were about 24 people in that courtroom today, friends and family. And in a moment, the family said they didn't expect. The convicted driver, Michael DeWitt, also spoke in court. And what he said was that he's sorry.
There's a sense of peace walking out of the federal courthouse, says Madeline Trout's mother, Marcy, with this part behind them.
We're ready to truly put Madeline at rest, and so that our family can truly heal, because every court appearance, we just lived it over and over again. So I have to say relief is the biggest.
Their lives changed forever, March 1st, 2021. According to police, Michael DeWitt was driving a stolen pickup truck on Dixie Highway with drugs in his system and crashed head-on into Madeline Trout, a 17-year-old high school senior. She died from her injuries.
We just want to thank everyone that's been there for us through this process, because it's been a long 4 years.
This past October, DeWitt pleaded guilty to a federal charge of carjacking resulting in death. The plea agreement, accepted Monday by Judge David Hale, calls for 292 months in prison. But because DeWitt will get credit for the time he's already served, that ends up being a sentence of 245 months, or just over 20 years. It's set to run concurrent, or at the same time, as any sentence he may receive from pending related state-level cases. In Jefferson County, he's charged with murder stemming from this crash.
We're excited to be able to put the federal process away.
Madeline's brother and mother spoke in court about the light she brought to the world. There are scholarships and events each year held in her name. But in a move her family says they didn't expect, Michael DeWitt spoke in court too. He said he's sorry and has a debt to society.
I'm glad I heard it, and I hope that he meant what he said. And I hope that he does, so that my daughter's death isn't in vain, that he does turn his life around.
Up next, DeWitt has a hearing scheduled for the case in Jefferson County Tuesday morning.
Madeline's story has prompted state legislation known as Madeline's Law. You can read about that right now on our website. Her family has also created recently the Madeline Trout Foundation. Reporting live outside the federal courthouse, Darby Bean, WDRB News.